How long does it take a price change to get results when you're trying to sell a property? This is your host, Ron Wojciechowski, for the Black Hole of Real Estate. And chances are, if you take a price reduction, a price adjustment, there could be immediate results. I've seen many times where you get into the right price bracket, the right position for the home value and pricing in combination with marketing to really get the activity that you might have been looking for when you initially went on the market. And let's face it, if you've been on the market for 30 or 60 days and you've had limited showings and no offers, except for maybe the lowball investors that always come in like half of your listing price, then chances are you've only got one or two levers left. If it's marketing or you're doing it on your own, then that would be something to examine. But if the marketing's all in place and it's syndicated, it's in all the major portals, then your two levers are really just price and time. So if you have endless amounts of time to wait for your price, then do nothing and wait endless amounts of time. But if you don't have that option, then your price positioning is going to be really important. Now, it could be as simple as looking at all the other homes that are available. And let's just suppose that homes are selling between $250 and $300, but you want to price it at $305 to have room to negotiate. Well, congratulations. Most people are searching between $200 and $300 or $250 and $300 in the price filters that are on every major portal. So when you're at $305 or $310 or even $301, you don't show up. You are invisible. No one can see you. Now, I would also say if you're, whether it's a luxury neighborhood or a luxury condo building, price points do become pretty important as well. And if you have, especially in a condo, direct ocean front, maybe a side view or a street view, then price positioning to where the units are selling based on the view is also going to be important. So if you're in a luxury condo where they sell for $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, your direct ocean front, people are probably going to look at it. I don't say regardless of price, but if they're going between $600 and $800 at all the different price points in the building and views, then the best of the best are probably going to be okay if they're listed between $750 and $800 or $700 and $750, something like that. If there's side views, maybe it's somewhere between $500 and $600, $600 and $700, somewhere in there. And if you're in an area where they're selling in the $600s and you're priced in the $700s, buyers might be knowledgeable about the building and just say, listen, we're too far apart on price. They want mid-level 700s for something that's mid-level 600s. We're just not going to take a look at that property. That could happen. Now, what is interesting is when you get to that sweet spot of pricing, and again, let's just use a middle-of-the-road home between $400 and $500. If they're priced at $525 and are not getting much activity, $499.9, you're under the psychological barrier of $500,000. You're probably going to show up in a lot of searches. Now, you'll be at the top of the price point for people, but you will be below that psychological barrier. And there's all this conversation about $499 or $500, and I'll break it down for you. But I would say if you've been on the market, and let's say you're at $525, people searching between $500 and $600, they've seen your property. So when you get to $499, now you break the psychological barrier of $500 and you're grouped in the $450 to $500 search. You're showing up in a really good place. And that could get people to act on those ads that are being run. And they will start to make showings and appointments available to them. And now you're in consideration for offers. Let's face it, if you're priced at $525, you probably would accept $500. So pricing at $499 or $499.9, you're not really reducing anything. You're just going to a price that you would go to anyways, but you're getting yourself in front of more buyers. And that's what you want. You want more buyers. You want more competition, more showings, and yes, more offers to work with. And when you get in the right price positioning, now the exact right strategy opens up that door really, really wide for you to increase the odds of a sale that happens sooner than later. You're paying taxes. You're paying HOA fees. You have maintenance, you have electric running. The cost of owning a home every month is not free. Even if there's no debt, there's no mortgage, no debt service, it's still costing you money every month. Now, the good news is, let's say that you're taking a price reduction in the month of December. You got a really good chance to get under contract by the end of the year. But I would caution you that immediate results don't always happen in the month of December. The most motivated buyers, they're out there. They will jump on an act, but the buyer pool is shallower. It's smaller in the month of December. What you are doing a really good job of right now, and let's say that you take that reduction around the 10th, around the 15th, you're getting extremely good marketing time when people are getting time off from work, taking time off for the holidays. They're doing the Christmas and New Year's thing. They're up in the morning, and then they get a little bit bored, and they start clicking around, and they say, well, geez, what's going on over here? Hey, there's a price reduction. We were looking at condos. We're planning our trip for the month of January to come down to Florida or a warm weather spot to look at properties. So what you're doing is you're getting on those show lists. You're getting on the favorite list. People are clicking on that property, and they're doing research, and they're watching, and they're watching, and they're watching. So if you get your marketing out in advance of those trips, that will become a highly sought-after property that they got to see when they get down here, that they're really curious about, that they're following, and you can start to see those clicks add up, and that can really boost the potential for a sale. Now, I'm sure if you take the reduction in December, we're a microwave society. We want everything really fast and really hot and right now. But if we think just a little bit further down the road, what we're finding is that you are going to get yourself positioned in such a way that you're on everybody's show list, whether it's the month of December, January, or even in February when those trips happen. In an area such as Daytona Beach, you've got things coming up at the racetrack. The Rolex race is coming up, and then you've got the Daytona 500. All these things are coming up. And then Bike Week. So there's really good opportunities after the first of the year. But the way that you get on everybody's list is you take the reduction now, you get on the radar. Worst case scenario is your best case scenario. You just sell before those people ever get here. But if not, you now are on all of the radars of all the buyers out there. And that's what the price, so I just want to get out to today on price reductions, is that sometimes you strike lightning in a bottle and you sell right away. And it happens all the time. But you're also putting a lot of juice into your marketing at a time where people are absolutely going to be disconnected from work and connected on the looking at properties. If you have any questions about marketing, we've done it highly successfully for years in our business. And I want to share that in this platform so that everybody can benefit. If you're an agent and you're not quite sure how to do it, hey, give me a buzz. I will show you how to do it. It's not easy because otherwise everybody would be doing it, but it can be highly effective. If you're a consumer trying to sell your property, it's time to market. All right, this is your host, Ron Wysakarski from the Black Hole of Real Estate.